So you guys would not believe it, but we actually have a decent TCG match. Now, I paused it right away in the very beginning because some dude forfeited against me, and I was like, okay, fuck it, let's find another one. But today we're using one of my favorites, the Frozen World deck. And like I told y'all before, the darkness desires a frozen world. It's a frozen world is what I desire, boy. So yeah, we have it's actually a really good game. I'm not even gonna lie. So our ideal lead, we got it, and our ideal setup on the bench, but we do not have a rare candy and only one energy, so not the best at all. But I can't complain at all because you know, Kyurem, you knows I loves my ice types. I loves the Kyurems. Kyurem in this basically. For those of you who are new, my Frozen World deck, you should go and check it out in some of my previous videos about it. Basically, the deck revolves around doing spread damage. Like, for example, Kyurem has its main attack, which is Glaciate. It does 30 damage to each of my opponent's Pokemon, including the active and the other ones in the bench. Now, what we do is we basically just Glaciate until everything dies. That's all we really do. Now, my opponent has a very annoying deck. This whole deck revolves around switching my active Pokemon to my bench. It's a weird deck idea, and here, stupidly, I attached the water energy to my Squirtle. And there's people yelling in the living room, sorry. But yeah, so what I meant to do was to attach it to Kyurem because I saw that he had a Sky Arrow bridge, and with that, it works for both of us because we could have any Pokemon that has a retreat cost is reduced by 1. But I think it's only for a basic, I think. I don't remember. But yeah, don't mind the screaming in the background. That's just the, yeah, all the souls being tormented in the darkness. But, anyways, so he's going to end again. Now, this guy is just really messing up my hand. It's really screwing up the plays. And to make things worse, he plays a Live Dew of all things. That means once I finally knock out this Dredagon, I'm not getting a prize for it. And how annoying is that? So, I decided I'd get Kyogre in, and I was thinking, you know what? Kyogre DX is actually very nice in this deck because not only do we got Smash Turn for us to do damage and to switch out, we also have the Dual Splash. Now, Dual Splash is 50 damage to the active and 50 damage to one of the bench. Now, for example, for scenarios where I need hard-hitting Pokemon, Kyogre is definitely one of them because basically I can hit something on the active side pretty well for 50 damage, not that much. But one thing that's great is that I can hit something on the bench that's already probably taking damage from Kyurem and is probably going to most likely get knocked out with the extra 50. Now, Kyurem's normal attack, which is Outrage, does 20 damage plus 10 more damage for each damage counter on it. Now, stupidly, I kept my Kyurem in because I totally thought I could take another Clutch, is what I think the move is. And stupid me, forgot about Rough Skin. Now, Rough Skin works exactly how it does in the regular Pokemon games. I take damage when I make contact. Now, in TCG, it doesn't matter if you make contact. It means as soon as you declare an attack onto that thing, you take Rough Skin damage. So it's like 2 additional damage counters on. So very annoying. So now I decided to get my Kyogre in play. Now, unfortunately, I was hoping to draw into a rare candy and a Blastoise. Now, my opponent gets the rare candy off. Screw you, buddy. Screw you. And he actually does another thing that annoys the hell out of me because when you attach an energy to that Reuniclus, I have to switch out. And stupid me, I switched into a Squirtle. What can I easily could have went into Mr. Mime and took it and retreated back out. But I was not paying attention whatsoever. But we have a Skyla in our hand and we are ready to get that rare candy. So you know what that means. I'm about to rain down all the water energies onto this Kyogre boy. It's gonna happen. The darkness is about to fill the field up with the cold, deep, dark waters of deception. The waters are coming, the flood. And I'm not Noah either. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and use an energy search to get off one of our Water energies. Now the thing is, I do need to update the deck. I decided I was gonna update the deck before I got into this, but I decided let's go one more run with the deck without it being updated, since I did make it in the beginning of the format. So I think post X and Y, or previous X and Y, yeah, like a few days before X and Y came out. Let's just put it that way. So we're gonna go ahead and knock out the Dredagon and not get a prize for it, but we're gonna go ahead and do 50 damage onto that Reuniclus. Now, that Reuniclus only has 100 HP and it's a stage 2. That is disgusting. That I do not like that whatsoever. Now, he did something with the like, I forgot what that thing is. I didn't even remember what this word it was, but basically he can bring everything back from his deck into the field, into his deck. I'm stumbling on my words. I need to calm down. so yeah, I should have actually benched that other Mr. Mime, but I decided not to. But it's perfectly fine. So what we're gonna do now, I believe this is when we smash turn, because Kyogre is dying. We need to get it out of the active spot, and it takes 4 energies to retreat this thing. But since with Sky Arrow Bridge, we only need to do 3. But even with that, I don't want to pay any energy cost for it. So we're going to go ahead and switch him out into our Kyurem. We have another Kyurem already set up and ready to go. And let me tell you something. This Kyurem right here is about to put in some work. It's about to spread all the damage. It's going to spread it all around. I'm talking about when I want a frozen world, it's going to happen. It's going to happen, boy, and I'm going to do it. So, yeah. We're about to seriously glaciate some things. What I did there, I wasn't looking at the screen, I'm sorry, I forgot. But I think this is another instant where our opponent switches our freaking active Pokemon with our bench, and I was just sitting there looking at my screen like, fuck. Not even lie, I just, fuck. So I was just saying, the whole time, I was aggravated, because then not only that, he also has a fucking Swallow that does the same thing. Man, when I told you I was getting aggravated, sometimes I gotta keep the live audio of these things, because sometimes I don't have my mic in when I play. But next time I should do a live one. I think I am gonna do a live one. I've done one before in the past, but I didn't like it too much, because, you know, my thing is like when I get into the game, it's one of those scenarios where like you really get into something and then you're like not talking and you're just focused and you're focused and you're focused. Now that little Solosis, I think is how you say its name, only had 30 HP, and that's horrible. So that gave me an instant prize right there, and I was like, alright, we're finally catching up with our prize. We've been down for quite a bit now. It's about time we start getting ourselves back up, don't you think? I think it's time for the darkness to consume this man's soul and make a comeback, and this comeback will be devastating, because if this man loses, he loses his very soul. Oh yeah. And if you guys noticed, I've been starting to pump up the little Mewtwo back there. Yeah, Mewtwo's getting pumped up back there. He doesn't see it coming, but it's gonna happen. He's gonna misjudge it. And he thinks that Mewtwo is a kind-hearted creature, but it's not. It was a man-made creature that is fueled with nothing but vengeance in its heart. And with the vengeance it has... That was very painful, Juniper. I had to stop the rant because that Juniper really hurt. And the Juniper made me want to cry. But I was a man and I didn't cry, so... Yeah. Anyways, the Mewtwo will destroy you, boy. You think it's your friend, but when it becomes friendly with you, that's when it gets you. It gets you right there and then you go, oh, we were friends. But then no. Mewtwo stabs you right there in the back with its psychic powers, and you just... My head exploded. Because the rant just bah. Yeah, so let's get back into this. Let's get back into this. So, as you can see, he took out... another one of our Pokemon, and we are getting down. We are freaking down by what? 2 prizes? Man, it's aggravating. But luckily for me, Mr. Mime is doing some work by taking hits, and his Sky Arrow Bridge is going against him by me being able to freely retreat out with Mr. Mime. Now, he has his bench pretty much loaded up with things, so you know what that means. I'm about to freeze you, boy. I'm about to freeze you, and you're not gonna like it. So, I noticed that I had an Ultra Ball, Rare Candy, and a Blastoise. So, with that, I'm gonna take the opportunity to Ultra Ball some things away, get a nice little Squirtle in, and bam! We're gonna get another Blastoise ready to deluge in case one of our Blastoise goes down. So, Here we took out the fucking Swallow. No more of your tag teaming fucking bringing me in and out of the bench. It ain't happening anymore, boy. The darkness is onto your plans. The witch doctor knows. You think he doesn't know, but the witch doctor knows everything that's going on. So he noticed that things are getting real with this Sky Road Bridge going on. So he plays the Aspira City Gym. Good play on his part, because not only does it stop me from doing the whole retreating out for free kind of thing, but it also prevents him from dying to Boufflant, because my strategy was I can glaciate one more time here, and I need to glaciate 2 more times. That one time and then one more time again. So once I had 60 damage onto the Boufflant, I could have went into Kyogre and dual splashed to knock out the Boufflant and the Kangaskhan, and I would have won by him not having any Pokemon. But because of the Aspira City Gym, it gave his normal Pokemon 20 more HP, so that ruined my plan. So right there I had to think, I need to do something now, because if he sets up something else and he starts switching my things out, I'm not going to have any Pokemon to really go into. So I'm stuck at this point. Like, what can I do? So basically he's already wailing on Kyurem, and I have no idea what to do. So I look at my hand and I figured I could probably use some more water energy. So what I'm going to do, instead of Junipering or ending away, I decided to keep him in the hand, because I might superior energy retrieval. Once he knocks out that Kyurem, I can go ahead and play the Kyurem in my hand and then go off and do the superior energy retrieval. Now, here I decided, let me go into Kyogre, because at the same time I forgot about Aspira City Gym, and then before I knew it, I said fuck, because what could I do? I was like, god dang it. So now I have to rely on getting an energy. Either I get it from my superior energy retrieval, or I just, I don't know. And for some reason he was taking his very, very sweet time here. It was so annoying. I think at some point I do pause, because it's like, why do these people want to waste the darkness time? It's very precious. I don't got all the time in the world. So finally, I think it's around this area where I decide to I don't know. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Because I forgot. I honest to God forgot. Hold on. Sorry about that. I was rudely interrupted. Very rudely interrupted. But yeah, as you can see, I finally paused it there, and I was like, yes, finally we can get ourselves going. But this is the painful part. I have to retreat 4 fucking energy off of Kyogre. That is insane. I have to discard 4. That is the only downside of having Kyogre in this deck. But again, at the same time, that's the reason why I kept my superior energy retrieval, in case we run into a situation like that and we need energy. We'll be fine, because as you can see, I'm about to get all 4 of them back. And with Blastoise, we're about to deluge all of it on. All of it. I don't think all of it. I think I only deluge 3, enough to glaciate 1 more time, because my opponent's in a situation where he's fucked, because I don't see him play anything else after this turn. I think he literally just decides to go ahead and attack with Boufflant, and that literally right there, downfall. And you know what that means? That means he's about to get sent. You know how the witch doctor works. The witch doctor works with his darkness, and when I tell you something, boy, I'll let you know. I'll tell you. Now there, I decided to put another energy on the Kyurem, because I, for some reason, thought he had a 3 retreat cost instead of just 2. And I noticed, like, you know what, let's go into Mewtwo. And then just to put insult to injury, I decided, go for a Juniper, get another water energy, and you know what, fuck it. Let's just deluge again onto Mewtwo, and we're gonna hit him with a fucking X-Ball with 140 damage. Get out now. Out. You've been sent to the darkness, boy, and the darkness is done with this game. Goodbye.